these old catalogs, I came across this stove that I instantly knew I wanted to make it. So it was just a matter of transferring those sizes from large scale to the miniature version. Once I have the initial design put together, I then transfer those files to a laser cutter, which helps me individually cut all the pieces out of the different materials that I would use to create the finished product. And then I'll use wood glue. It's essentially just like putting together a puzzle. Certain pieces had to have a slight bevel to make it more three-dimensional, so I would start with a resin mixture, and using a syringe, I apply it to each piece individually and slowly build up until I had the exact roundness that I would want for the finished piece. I take all the pieces outside, I lay them out by color, and then slowly start building up the layers from a primer all the way to a clear sealer. I wanted to try to stay as true to the original colors as possible, so I kept it simple and did a white, gray, and a black. For the hardware and the gas tubes that go throughout the stove, I started with just a base of brass tubing. I soldered all those pieces together into exact forms that I would need, which I then nickel plated. I would then add an oxidizer, which gives the pieces a little bit more of an old, used, rustic look. To recreate the porcelain knobs, I use clay and pinheads. I started out by rolling out the clay into small tubes, cut those into grain-sized pieces, then transfer that to the oven where I would bake it. Essentially use crazy glue to glue that to the pinhead, then just stick it right into the knob. At this point, it's time to put it all together. We start by installing all the handles by drilling 2 little holes on each door. Just lay the handle on top and pop in 2 small nails to get it all to lay in place. Once I get the hardware finished, it's a matter of snapping all the doors and enamel pieces in their place. And then we're ready to stick it onto the front. To attach the front facade, I carefully lined the whole piece in a very thin stripe of crazy glue, aligned the piece to the core that I had already made, and then glued them together. Using the same crazy glue, I would then attach the top of the stove, the legs, and all the aligning pieces that would make up the shape of the stove. Once I have all the hardware and metal pieces glued on, it's ready to go in the kitchen. Ever since I got involved with social media and started putting my work out, I get people questioning if it's an actual miniature. I kind of take that as the biggest compliment you can get. As an artist, I'm always looking for new challenges. What else can I shrink down? It's kind of hard to not be happy when working on miniatures.